The training mode in Smash has always left a lot to be desired. Ultimate took some big steps forward, giving us frame advance, move scaling, a trajectory guide, and a couple new options for the CPU. However, it still has a lot of shortcomings from previous iterations. For instance, as many of you know by now, the combo counter can't really be trusted. It'll sometimes say something is a true combo when it isn't, and it'll sometimes say something isn't a true combo when it is. The additional CPU behaviors are also not very useful, beyond very basic parrying practice, since there is no way to force the CPU to DI, buffer air dodge, buffer jump, or do input recording and playback, which has been present in many other fighting game training modes for years now. However, I've come up with a way to fix all of these shortcomings. And it's all possible thanks to the Arduino. I followed an older tutorial online to connect the Arduino to the GameCube controller circuit board, and then drilled a hole in the shell for easy access to it. As a side note, the mini USB port on the Arduino is how I've been able to show real-time input displays in the corner of my videos. It uses a program I wrote myself using the language called processing. Now on to the exciting part. What can the Arduino do? There are two basic DI modes, two buffered option modes, and an input recording and playback feature. I'll go over each of them in detail quickly. For starters, you'll need to set the training CPU to control, since this Arduino just mimics the output of a regular GameCube controller. You should also be setting move scaling to on, because it makes a big difference for low percent follow-ups. The first DI mode is random left-right DI. Remember, the Arduino is just a hardware mod with no knowledge of the game, so when it's using random DI, it's actually just alternating left and right inputs on every frame. It's useful for practicing follow-ups that require reacting to which way the opponent DIs, and ensuring that you're actually capable of hitting them on reaction. The other DI mode is complete random, which is essentially just hitting random directions on the joystick every frame. This can be useful for practicing bread and butter strings where you want to be able to cover any possible DI, though in a lot of cases, you'll find human opponents tend to DI full left or full right, so practicing with the left-right option is usually sufficient. For the buffering options, the first one is buffer air dodge and shield. This just has the GameCube controller pressing L every other frame to make sure an air dodge or shield is buffered right away. When combined with the DI options, this allows you to test your follow-ups in realistic scenarios, since air dodge is a strong universal escape option. The other buffering option is jump. Testing with jump will let you know if your combo is really 100% true or not, since it's a frame 1 option and you'll know if your opponent loses their jump at any point in the combo. Oftentimes, a 1 frame gap in a combo isn't enough to actually escape, but can sometimes help you get a stronger follow-up if your opponent loses their jump. It's still good to know exactly how guaranteed all of your combos are. As a side note, the jump setting can be a little bit annoying to use since the CPU will just be jumping around all the time. So for testing throw follow-ups, I like to switch the CPU to side smash, grab them, switch the CPU to control, and then quickly execute the throw. That way, you'll know for sure they still have their double jump when you start comboing them. The last mode to talk about is input recording and playback. There are a lot of possible uses for this feature, and I would love to hear what you would use it for in the comments below, but the main thing that I've started using it for is working on punish windows for certain moves. As a basic example, take Snake up tilt on shield. I record an up tilt, and then a buffered grenade pluck as Snake. Then, when I'm using the playback feature, I need to make sure that my punish hits him before the grenade appears. Now, all of this sounds great, but you're probably wondering how you can get it for yourself. I have a GitHub link in the description that should have everything you need to get going. I'm not an Arduino expert myself though, and I've definitely already made some mistakes with my prototype. If you want to talk with people who are actually experts, you can find a link to the custom GameCube controller Discord in the description as well. I didn't write most of the code myself, by the way. A lot of it was done by Linyoa, a member of the custom GameCube controller and Pichu Discords. You can find his Twitter as well. Be sure to give a follow since he's doing great things to help make training mode actually useful. The possibilities with this can completely revolutionize single-player training. In the future, I hope to have random text, random ledge options, and basically everything that the Smash training mode should have always had. If you want to be the first to know about all of these updates, you can follow my Twitter as well. Anyway, thanks for watching.